Welcome, welcome. I'm Dee, and this is the Unguided Life where I am taking it one day at a time, bring guides along for the journey to hold me accountable as I budget my way through life. What are we doing today? We have a couple of things to accomplish today. We need to review our 2021 goals. We need to update the emergency fund progress as well as the debt payoff progress. I don't know why I drew a blank, but we need to do that. So what I'm going to do first, I am going to show something here so you can see exactly the 2021 goals. I had 5 of them, one being to reach my emergency fund goal. The second was to cash flow Papa's college. The third was to pay off 401k loans. The fourth was to restart my 401k contribution, and the fifth was to make an additional $1,000 a month. Now, with all that being said, there was no particular importance in the beginning, and then towards the end we kind of was trying to maneuver everything around to reach the goals that was needed to reach at a certain time. And so here we are. So 3 of the 5 items have been met. One, I'm happy to say, before I was using the fact that based on the school estimated total for tuition and what Papa received with grants of tuition, it will cover it. But I am happy to confirm that he does have enough to cover his second semester and so much more that he actually is going to get a refund. So yeah, we good with that. The second thing was to pay off the 401k loans. When I do the debt payoff progress worksheet, you will see that I was able to pay off 2 of the 3 401k loans I had. It was the last 2 that I had, and it was important for me to pay them off prior to the end of my bankruptcy because I really wanted to work on restarting my 401k contribution, which I was able to do that in July. It didn't start pulling out into August, which is totally fine, but we did get the ball rolling with the good number. So now the last thing is, the last 2 items was the emergency fund goals and the additional $1,000 a month. So let's talk about the emergency fund. So that's what I've been working on in the last few months by doing my side hustles, doing a savings challenge to make sure that there's money additional that can go towards that, and I'm putting that additional money to good work, should I say. So this is the emergency fund worksheet that I created. These are my 4 walls. These are the items of my 4 walls that I want to make sure is covered in the event that I do not have empty income. Okay, so based on the numbers in the beginning of the year led to me creating the numbers here, and based on that, $2,498.46 is the minimum I need to cover these items, okay, for 1 month. Okay, so then we're going to go over to our emergency fund progress sheet because this is basically going to break everything down. So first, let me go ahead and update the worksheet with the bottom numbers here, and I'm just transferring the numbers from the emergency fund worksheet onto this here platform. 680, and then that's 388.99, so $2,498.46. Then I take this number and I actually put it up here, and this is 2,500 times that by 3 is 7,500 times that by 2 is 15,000. My goal was to reach a 12-month goal by December 31st of this year. Today it is 12/19/2021. So we already know that I had met this goal, so I didn't need anything for that. And so for our 3 months goal, and I'll also show you a screenshot here for my every dollar plus, is that currently I have 7,500. So with all of that being said, we did meet our goal well before our deadline, and we don't need anything for that. And we haven't met our 6-month goal, and so this is what we need to reach that, okay, at this point. So we know that I've already discussed that for my 2022 goals, it's going to shift. So emergency fund will kind of go on the back burner while other things come in the forefront. But yeah, when we pick this back up, we'll still have an idea where we're at. So I am now happy to say we have now been able to check off reaching my emergency fund goal. Okay, and we did have to make some changes to our goals like mid-year, and I do recommend you reevaluate your goals because life change. Okay, life changes, and so when things happen in your life, you need to adjust to it, and that's what I did. So that's where my focus. So the next thing we will be doing, we will be doing our debt payout tracker. As you can see, I do need to fill it out here, and so I'll go ahead and do that. When it comes to these debts here, in the beginning, I had already paid them off some in last year and then some this year. So let's go ahead and just mark off everything that we have accomplished last year, and then let's notate what we have accomplished this year. So this was in March of 2021, and then I was able to do that last loan in May of 2021. Okay, so when it came to the car loan, the minimum amount is $280.14. For student loan D, which is the federally backed loans, it's $74.03. For student loan E, which is federally direct, it's $365.62. That gives us an amount of $719.79. Okay. Then for our old balance for our car loan, it was $10,241.97. For the student loan D, it was $23,157, and that was 58 cents. Then student loan E was $141,397.58. Okay, so of course in my car loan I pay my minimum every 28th day, so that was $280.14. Then for student loan D, I just paid $75. I have not paid anything on student loan E because it's currently in forbearance. So the total for that, let's go ahead and calculate that up together. $355.14. So that's where we at with that. And then the old balance here, let's go ahead and double check that. Oops, I definitely messed that up. So let's do that again. 10, 2, 4, 1, 9, 7. All right, so that's what we should have here. So let's go ahead and put that down. 174,797.13. Okay. So now the new balance. So for our car loan, the current balance is $10,075.80. Okay. For our student loan D, and this changes every day. Before, when I checked, the current amount was $23,125.80. And then, of course, this amount is going to stay the same because there's no interest being earned on it. So let's calculate that all together. Let's see exactly what we have there. All right, so that gives us $174,599.18. So let's just put that there. Okay, so for the car loan, the difference between the old and new balance is $166.17. Then for student loan D, the difference is $31.78. And then, of course, there's no difference to that. So let's just add that together. 166.17, 31.78. So $197.95. So $197.95. Let's smooth this up just a little bit here. So this month debt paid amount is $197.95. So when we last left off, and let me just grab that here. This is where we last left off. The amount that we had paid so far was $4,721.43. So let's put that there. So we have that number, and then we're going to add the $197.95. So now it's $4,919.38. Then this much interest. So interest is basically taking the amount that we paid, which is the $355.14, and minus the amount that went to the principal, which is $197.95. Was supposed to be 95, so let's do that again. $197.95, and so $157.19. So that was how much. And so when the last time we paid, which is the interest was $304.81. So let's do 304.81, and so that gives us 462. Now I do put the date that I started, so let me put start date here was actually 10/23/21. That's when I actually started calculating interest. I wasn't doing it before, so I put that there just to remind myself this is the number starting from there and not overall of having these particular loans. So the starting debt balance was $174,797.13. The new balance is $174,599.18. So we just want to check our math and make sure it's right. So 174,797.13 minus 174,599.18. That gives us 197.95. So we know that is correct. So this is where we stand for our debt at this present time. So I'm going to move this to the side here. And we're going to move this out the way as well. Sometimes I have to put the extra paper there because this little ink does go through. And when we left off, we wasn't able to color in anything in November because we didn't reach the next platform, which was the 2860. But when looking at our numbers here, I believe we have met that. And I thought I had it somewhere here, but I don't. Where is it at? Where is my little? I guess I didn't write it down. I thought it did. But let me just double check so I can get the right number. Be right back. All right, so now we do know. I finally found the right number, and the current amount that we have paid off so far since the last time was $2,924.15. So it's put us at least to this number, which is $2,860, but not over that number. So it puts us over the number basically, but we don't reach the second line, which is 3,120. So today's date is 12/19/2021, and we just want to color in one more line there. And let's choose, what color do we want to choose? I might as well choose gray. I should keep this basically the same colors, but oh, we know we got to turn this. We know I don't color that way. But that'd be fine. Let's do that there. Clear it up just a little bit, just a little bit. All right, so there we go with that. So we have that cleared up. So let's move that to the side, and then we have the amortization schedule, and we're at 10/0/0 05. So we haven't quite completed to this year at this point. So we just color in this one. So this is 12, 19. Let's just color that across. And yeah, there we have it. I should go ahead and I should start putting the amount where I'm at when I do that. So this is 10,075.80. Yeah, that's what I start doing, putting the amount where it ends at, and why I was able to color that one in is because it's less than that, but it's more than that. So we haven't technically completed 2 years yet. We're close to being like 2 years, even though we haven't had this long for 2 years. But yeah, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. So let's go ahead and put that back. So lastly, we're going to talk about our side income. And so I'll show just like a little small clip here. So total, I have that I brought an additional month, $12,498. This included not only side income, but I did receive bonuses and stimulus, so I will show that. And so that lets me know I have made an additional $1,000 a month. My initial plan with that was basically to be side income, but we have to think about where additional income can come from. It can come from multiple sources, not just that. So I boxed myself in the beginning and kind of ran myself rugged, but towards the end, I slow down and start to look at my goals and look at them where I'm obtaining them realistically. And so now I'm happy to say that I've accomplished every goal that I set out for 2021 in its own right. All right. In the meantime, in between time, peace.